Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum once again. Now another part of the video that's related to the part B of the question. Okay, part B of the question. So before starting the part B specifically to the synergy aspect, referring to the previous video, yes, the important point that we have missed here, sir. With this part that we covered the assumption, how can we say that we have covered the technical marks? Okay, that's good. But how can we say that we have also covered the professional skill marks? So I must say that ask yourself with this part of the question, that's whatever the solution here. Number one, analysis. That's catch the data from the question, catch the relevant data from the question and incorporate with our answer. That's, have we done it? Yes, sir. We have taken different assumptions point from the question and then write the point accordingly. So that's point first, professional skill marks, that's we have done, PSN. Number two, whenever we are discussing assumptions or limitations, so if you start assumption, actually you are challenging the working you have done with the based on calculation. So that means once you challenge your method means free cash flow. Number two, the information within the question. For example, the information, the cost of capital information, tax rate standard information. So challenge the information or challenge the method. That's called skepticism. Number three, a very important point. Number three, if you are connecting any point with from the case, connecting any point within the case. So connecting the things with the case means you are demonstrating your ability that whatever I am writing here, demonstrating here, it's practical. It's practical. So commercial acumen means be practical, be business rational. So professional skill marks, number one, analysis point. That catch the information from the question and link with the case. Here. Number two, skepticism. Yes, challenge the informations. So we have done it. Number three, commercial acumen. Yes, that's link the points with cases plus additional information, if any. Additional information that should be relevant and specific to the case. Okay, now same PSM, the professional skill marks points, exactly with the technical, the professional skill marks points, we will apply with the synergy as well. But once again, I must say, you have to read the question once again. Assumptions and expected synergies likely to achieved. So your communication must be in a manner that I have to write the answer about the synergy and is this likely to achieve? That's important. So number one, sometimes the information in the question you can just copy paste here. So you simple start with this statement. We, the acquirer, the Propleis, board believes that the acquisition could provide synergy particular in the areas of online presence, marketing, cross-selling, and also saving in staff administration paper costs. This is what we just copy and paste here. A simple point. That is the synergy point. That is the point. So Propolis company board believes that acquisition could provide synergies, particularly in the areas of the online presence, marketing, cross-selling, and also staff and admin and the paper cost. The theme of the question here, examiner examined, likely to achieve or not. So I must say that if I'm going to plan my answer, so first of all, for planning, I need to understand the requirement first, and then I can say that answer can be classified as follows. Number one, synergies can be achieved, and synergies may be more challenging to achieve or may be more difficult to achieve. I can classify. Sir, can we make heading? Why not? Yes, make a heading. Start with this. So with this point, where the board believes that, first of all, the very important thing, ask yourself that do we have enough knowledge about the case or point about the case in our mind. For example, some of the highlighted point is very important within the question. Reading of the question is very important. Propolis company has an in-house team of staff, writers and editors. Number one, they are young and tend to stay for limited time before moving on the publishing jobs. So, first thing. So, Propolis, where the magazines about property and lifestyle, they do the business with the staff, where the retention ratio it's not good, but this is what the business strategy. Whereas Addicton in-house writers, and they are much mature for each magazine, specialists in the sport, where the magazines cover some cases have worked for magazines for many years. Their retention is very strong. The staffs are very mature. So, and successful sports stars are also the writers. Maybe the Leonardo or the Messi, like this. Moreover, these are very important thing. Online presence, strong with respect to populace, but Addicton, weaker presence, but their content is very much stronger. High quality standard with online presence. But their online presence appearance are very old. Furthermore, Propolis board believes that acquisition could provide synergies. Yeah, these are by these things. So before moving towards, what we can say that likely to achieve. So I can say that paper cost, that's called by bulk buying. It's a very simple to write, no? Bulk buying. That we can say that, yes, likely to achieve. The administration, yes, it's simple, that's cost. And Yes, marketing specifically to e-marketing, that I must say that's yes, likely to achieve. But there are concern point with respect to the cross sellings. There are concern with respect to the staff retention like this, mingle, cultural empathiness, even the content point, online presence also need to consider. So we have to classify the things accordingly. So I can say that with this part, number one, there may well be some savings from buying paper. You have to connect unit. If any of the students is having a planning cost saving revenues or cost synergy, revenue synergy, it's not wrong. If you mention in the cost synergy, you can make a heading of cost synergy. We can generate the cost synergy by buying a paper in bulk quantities. And could lead, complete sentence, could lead to get good discount. Number one, you can say that removing duplication of administration staff. Oh, sorry, administration functions. Yes. Um, you can say that adopting acquirer, here the name is Propleis. Propleis companies e-marketing methods may give Addicton company greater reach to relevant customers, or we can say readers, and able to get more revenue. That's the point. That means synergies can be achieved in this manner. But the challenging point, synergies, first make a plan. It's more difficult to achieve. It's more difficult to achieve. For example, here you mentioned that that's, for example, cross-selling. That's difficult to achieve, but you need to make a complete answer for this. I can say that content, the product, although same industry, the product line is different. The content of the acquirer side, the target company is very different. So in terms of content, will we be able to get any synergy? No way. Then limited scope of staff to utilize the common work. So limited scope of staff synergies. It's not administrative staff. Here the content writers. Here the editors, the limited scope of staff synergy. So that's the point. So these are the points that need to cover. And I can say that one more challenge, staff synergies very much dependent on retention. That's also, these are the challenges. So that is the point. That is the first, you need to develop a basic mindset. What is the basic one need to cover here? And then start accordingly. For cross-selling, you can mention some important point. For example, you can write the answer. That means the planning area is over. Now it's to attempt the answer. Whenever you are attempting, so you actually pick the data from the case and then incorporating your wordings as application based. Okay, you can mention that cross-selling between the two groups or two companies of magazines may be limited by their appealing to differing customer or readership. So customers are different. So this is the complete sentence. Number 2, the two different companies have different product lines. So I can say that the process to develop the product. So here we said it's a differing subject matter of the two companies or two groups, magazines, would mean there are limited scope of opportunity to share common content. It's difficult. That is what the language we are working here. That is something about how the company will face difficulty to achieve the synergy. And the important point is that this is the synergy. This is what the synergy, which is the business rationale. This is the synergy which is the business rationale. Or this is the synergy based on which both of the companies will take the final decision. So here we are reporting or demonstrated our ability if you are making the decision. So before making a final decision, you need to think about it. Okay. Now, limited scope of staff. What does that mean? We can say that there would also seem to be limited opportunity to realize synergies regarding publishing staff. That is the point we were discussing previously. The target company business model based on their mature, long retained expert staff, but the acquirer, Propleis, you can use the word acquirer as well. The acquirer may need to develop knowledge of the sports staff, of the sports to be able to work on the addictants titles, or you can say that sports magazines. That is a difficulty they will face. One extra point, if I can say that, staffing issues may represent the biggest challenge or barrier to sufficient value or we can say that to be able to get synergy if the target company staff who are well mature dislike the environment of the merged company, they may leave and the best staff may easily, that is over, may leave. That's over. They are well mature staff, they are well mature resources, they have enough, they can easily find another job. But here the acquirer, Propleis, having a challenge how to retain that, because losing position, the Propleis company will be in a losing position and not able to generate the synergy if staffing issues or staff is not retaining. That is the point. So that is the point related to about the synergy. Sir, these are the points for 3 to 4 marks. I must say that first of all, develop your mindset. Your direction must be in a clear manner. I can say that you can easily get 1 or 2 marks. 1 mark from this can be achieved. It's very simple. But out of 4, at least you need to mention 2 to 3 points here. 2 points you can easily mention: the cross sellings, then content, and then staffing issues. I must say, first of all, develop your mindset based on your basic knowledge. So, candidate, this is what about this part of the question. Once again, I must say that you can ask yourself, sir, with this part, have we done with professional skill marks, ask yourself, number one, with the synergy part of the working, catch the information from the case and link with the case. Yes, we have done it. Sir, challenge the informations, the skepticism. It's not about the challenge, the point. It's not only about the challenge. Yes, actually, if we split our communication into two parts, that synergy can be achieved and synergy may not be achieved or may difficult to achieve. This point is actually about challenging the information, the cross selling content. Because how can we say that challenging? Because here in question it's mentioned that Propleis board assuming or they believe that they will be able to get synergies with these bases, but we are challenging. How can be able to get with the cross sell? How can you will be able with respect to the content to generate the synergy? And further 2 points. So that's skepticism we have also covered. And last, if we connect, if we are challenging the information and mentioning this reality that it's difficult with the question, that within the question that for example, two different maturity stage of the staff, and it's very difficult to mingle. So actually we are writing something. Application of the knowledge means practical aspects. Practical aspects. So practicability is a commercial acumen. Challenging the information, skepticism. Catching the information from the question, link with the case, that analysis. That is what about the quality answer. So thank you very much about this part B of the answer, but part B answer, my discussion is not over. My discussion still remains. Wait for the next video related to part B. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.